I'm Victoria, and I thought marrying into money meant security until I learned it actually meant obligations. Babe, we need to talk about my mom's situation. Garrett sat across from me at the kitchen table, looking uncomfortable. We'd been married 6 years, had 2 kids, and I'd never seen him this tense.
What situation?
She's in some financial trouble, credit cards mostly. She's been struggling since Dad passed.
How much trouble are we talking?
Around 200,000? I put down my coffee. I'm sorry, what? I know it sounds like a lot. It sounds impossible, Garrett. How does someone rack up 200,000 in credit card debt?
Does it matter? She's my mother. She raised me alone after Dad died. She sacrificed everything.
Your dad died 3 years ago. She got his life insurance.
She had expenses, medical bills, the house.
Your dad's insurance was $500,000.
Garrett's jaw tightened. You keeping tabs on my family's finances now?
You told me about it when he died. You said she was set. You said she'd never have to worry.
Plans change, Victoria. Life happens.
What kind of life burns through $500,000 in 3 years?
I'm not doing this with you. He stood up. My mother needs help. That's what family does.
We have kids, Garrett. We have a mortgage. We have
enough. Your salary alone covers our monthly expenses.
That stopped me cold. My salary?
Yeah, your job at the design firm. You make good money.
So this is coming from my income?
It's our income. We're married, remember?
And marriage means I don't get a say in spending our life savings?
It means we help each other's families when they need us.
When have you ever helped my family?
Your family doesn't need help. They're fine.
That's not the point.
Then what is the point, Victoria?
The point is, you're making a massive financial decision without me.
I'm telling you about it now, aren't I?
Telling isn't asking.
He grabbed his keys. I'm going to check on her. We'll finish this later.
Garrett, wait!
The door slammed.
I sat there staring at my cold coffee, wondering when exactly my opinion stopped mattering. My sister Maya called that evening. I told her everything. He wants you to just hand over 200 grand? Not hand over, help his mother. But yeah, essentially. Vic, that's your emergency fund. That's the kid's college money. He keeps saying she sacrificed for him. She also got a massive insurance payout that mysteriously disappeared. Did he explain that? He got defensive when I asked. Of course he did. Listen, I know you love him, but this is a massive red flag. You don't just burn through that kind of money on medical bills and house expenses. He says I'm being selfish. He's manipulating you. Don't let him guilt you into this. What if he's right? What if I'm just being cold? You're being rational. There's a difference. But Maya didn't understand. She'd never been married. She didn't know how these things worked. Lorraine came over the next weekend. Garrett had invited her without telling me. Victoria, sweetie, Garrett told me about your concerns. We were in the living room. Garrett sat beside his mother, united front. My concerns? About helping me. I understand it's a lot of money. Lorraine, I'm just trying to understand how I got here? She smiled sadly. Poor choices mostly. After Richard died, I was lonely. I made some investments that didn't pan out. I trusted the wrong people. What kind of investments? A friend's business, real estate ventures. I was trying to make the insurance money grow, and instead I lost it. Then the credit card started piling up to cover the losses. It sounded rehearsed. And now you're asking us to cover those losses? I'm not asking anything. Garrett offered. I looked at my husband. You offered $200,000?
She's going to lose the house, Victoria.
Then she should sell the house. Lorraine's face crumpled. That house is all I have left of Richard.
Mom, don't cry.
Garrett glared at me.
See what you're doing?
What I'm doing? I'm asking reasonable questions about a massive financial commitment.
She's my mother.
And there are children. What about their future?
They have a future because my mother made sure I had one. This is called gratitude.
It's called being used.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Something doesn't add up here, and you're too blind to see it.
Lorraine stood.
I should go. I'm causing problems.
You're not causing anything, Mom. Sit down.
Garrett pointed at me.
She's the one with the problem.
Right. I'm the problem for wanting to protect our children's future.
Our children will be fine. My mother won't be if we don't help her.
How do you know that? How do you know this ends at $200,000?
Because she said it does.
And you just believe her?
Yes, Victoria. I believe my mother. That's what normal people do.
My colleague Derek pulled me aside at work the following Tuesday.
You okay? You seem distracted.
Family stuff, financial stuff.
Anything I can help with?
I hesitated, then told him the basics.
200 grand? Victoria, that's not helping. That's being taken advantage of.
His mother lost her husband.
3 years ago, and she had insurance. I'm not trying to be harsh, but something doesn't add up.
Everyone keeps saying that.
Because it's true. Look, my ex-wife's mother pulled something similar. Kept claiming emergencies, needing money. Turned out she had a gambling problem. Took us for $60,000 before we figured it out.
Lorraine doesn't gamble.
You sure about that? Because the pattern is identical. Big insurance payout, gone in no time, vague explanations about investments. That's classic addiction behavior.
I don't know what I'm sure about anymore.
Then find out, before you lose everything.
I wasn't. I came home Thursday to find Lorraine's car in the driveway. She was inside with Garrett and the kids. What's going on? Mom's staying with us for a while. Garrett didn't look up from his phone.
Excuse me?
Just until we figure out the financial stuff. She can't afford her mortgage anymore, so the bank's starting foreclosure.
You invited her to move in without asking me?
It's temporary. Lorraine appeared from the hallway. I don't want to be a burden.
You're not a burden, Mom.
Garrett finally looked at me.
She's family.
And I'm what? The maid?
Don't be dramatic.
Dramatic? You moved someone into our house without consulting me.
She's not someone. She's my mother.
That night I checked our bank accounts. Garrett had already transferred $50,000 to his mother, from our savings, without telling me. I confronted him in our bedroom. You took $50,000.
I transferred it to my mother, like I said I would.
You said we'd discuss it.
We did discuss it. You said no. I disagreed.
So you just did it anyway?
It's my money too, Victoria.
That was our emergency fund.
This is an emergency.
Getting your kids through college is an emergency. Losing a job is an emergency. Bailing out your mother's bad investments is not an emergency.
You want me to just let her be homeless?
I want you to treat me like a partner instead of an obstacle.
Then stop acting like one.
Lorraine knocked softly. I'm sorry. I heard raised voices. I should leave.
No, Mom, stay.
Garrett opened the door wider.
Victoria's just having trouble adjusting to someone needing us.
I've been needing you for 6 years, I said quietly.
That's different.
Why? Because you chose this. She didn't choose to lose Dad.
And I didn't choose to marry someone who cares more about his mother than his wife.
That's not fair.
None of this is fair, Garrett. That's the point.
Maya came over Saturday while Garrett took the kids to his mother's house to pack more of her things.
He moved her in? Temporary, he says. And took 50 grand? Without asking.
Vic, you need to protect yourself financially, right now.
How?
Open a separate account. Transfer half of what's left. It's your legal right.
That feels like giving up on the marriage.
He already gave up when he prioritized his mother over you. You think this stops at 200 grand? You think she moves out once the money's gone? This is your life now, unless you do something.
I can't just leave.
Why not?
The kids, the house, everything we built.
Everything you're building is on his terms now. When does it become about what you need?
I don't even know anymore.
That's the problem. You've forgotten. Derek called Sunday evening.
Victoria, I did some digging. I hope you're not mad.
What kind of digging?
I have a friend who does background checks. I asked her to look into Lorraine.
Derek.
She has a gambling problem, casino records, online betting accounts. She's been banned from 2 casinos in the state.
My hands went numb. She lost the insurance money gambling?
Most of it. The investment story is partially true, but the real drain was Atlantic City. Your husband probably doesn't even know.
I have to tell him.
He won't believe you. He'll think you're making it up to avoid helping her.
Then what do I do?
Protect yourself, before there's nothing left to protect.
I opened a separate bank account Monday morning, transferred exactly half of our remaining savings, $75,000. Garrett found out that evening.
You stole from us?
I protected my half. You already spent our money without asking.
That's different.
How?
Because I was helping family.
And I'm protecting our children's future. Lorraine stood in the doorway. Maybe I should go.
You're not going anywhere, Mom.
Garrett turned back to me.
Transfer it back.
No.
Transfer it back or I'm calling my lawyer.
Your lawyer? We're married. That money is legally mine.
We'll see what a judge says.
Go ahead. Let's also ask the judge about your mother's gambling addiction. The room went silent. What are you talking about? Lorraine's voice cracked.
Atlantic City, online betting, 2 casino bans. Should I continue?
Garrett laughed.
You're making stuff up now? Derek had someone look into her finances. It's all documented.
Derek? You're talking to Derek about my mother?
Someone had to find the truth, since you won't.
Lorraine started crying. Those records are sealed. How dare you invade my privacy?
How dare you destroy my family?
I never asked for any of this. She turned to Garrett. I told you she wouldn't understand. I told you. Mom, it's okay. It's not okay. She's calling me a liar. She's calling me a gambler. Because you are one, I said. Garrett moved toward me.
Get out.
This is my house.
Get out before I make you.
Or what? You'll hit me? Go ahead. Give me another reason to leave. His hands shook.
Just go.
I looked at my husband, really looked at him, saw who he'd choose, who he'd always choose. Fine. I packed 2 bags, woke the kids, put them in the car. Say goodbye to Daddy, I told them. Where are we going? My son asked. Somewhere safe. Is Grandma coming? No, baby, just us. Good, my daughter whispered from the back seat. Even she knew. Maya was waiting at her apartment. Stay as long as you need. He'll come for them. Let him. You're their mother. You have every right. 3 weeks later, Lorraine was still living in my house. Garrett had drained the rest of the accessible accounts. My lawyer said it would take months to sort out. Derek texted, "Heard Lorraine got evicted from your place. Apparently she invited her gambling buddies over, and they trashed Garrett's office. He kicked her out." I didn't respond. The kids adjusted to Maya's apartment, started new schools, made new friends.
Garrett called twice. I didn't answer. His mother called once. I blocked her number. My lawyer called with updates. He's requesting joint custody. Of course he is. He's also claiming you abandoned the marital home. I left because he threatened me. Can you prove that? No, it was just us. Then it's your word against his. 6 months later, I heard Lorraine was living in a motel. Garrett was selling the house to cover her debts, the same debts he'd destroyed our marriage to pay. I sat in my new apartment, smaller, quieter, mine, and watched my daughter do homework. "Mom," she asked, "are we ever going back?" "No, baby, we're not." She nodded, went back to her math. My son came in from the kitchen. "Is Dad coming to visit?" "Maybe someday," I said, though I knew he wouldn't. He'd chosen his mother. Completely, absolutely. And now he had neither of us. The kids had stopped asking about him after the 3rd month. They'd adapted faster than I expected, like they'd been waiting for permission to let go. Sometimes the hardest decision isn't whether to leave. It's whether you abandoned your family, or whether they abandoned you first, by making you choose between their needs and your survival. Which one do you think it was?